Hi, girls, and welcome to our next Tuesday night. I know Tuesday night is becoming your most favorite night of the week because you get to see us. So, girls, if you have a drink with you at home, post what you're drinking. Girls, show your favorite drink. We all have different personalities, right? So, here's our personalities. Um, but post what your favorite fall drink is so that we can get some more ideas. And if you have a recipe for it, throw it in there because we want to know what it is. And Sandy, I'm going to have you post me that recipe because that looks fabulous. That looks fabulous. So yay. Well, welcome to Tuesday night. I hope it's quickly becoming your favorite night of the week. And we're so glad that you're here. Before we get started, I just want to know who invited you. You know your consultant is waiting to hear that you're here. So let us know who invited you because we do keep track of the comments and give away lots of fun prizes. So make sure you let us know. So tonight in our October series, this is the pumpkin spice night. So for those of you drinking pumpkin spice, good for you. We are going to actually show you how to put on a fall eye look, which is really exciting. Last week we did mascara, so we're going to do that. We're going to get started first with our foundation, but with Takoa, she's going to share some great facts during this month. I know October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we couldn't imagine a better time to share about our foundation than this month. So thank you for being here. And Takoa, if you want to get us started with the foundation, that would be wonderful.
Thank you, Karen. That was so sweet. Yes, I am so excited to come to you again this week about our foundation. So I just want to let you know, we just finished our 5K. It's an MK 5K. It's a virtual 5K, so you really can do it at any time. But we got together at Delaware Park and we had some fun and, kind of social distance in our own way. But we went around the park a couple times and did our little walk, and that helped to raise money for the foundation. So I'm going to give you some numbers this week. Okay. So just so you know that $3 million a year goes out to the community for domestic violence, shelters and causes. And then 1.2 million we give to select doctors and medical scientists each year. And so overall, since 1996, we have donated over $78 million to breast cancer and domestic violence programs. So we are really, really working to help find a cure for these for cancer, and then also to help the end of domestic violence, because those are just two big things that were near and dear to Mary Kay's heart. And so if you want to ever round up, there's another way to, give a little bit. If you want to round up at the end of your purchase, your consultant can give the spare change to the Mary Kay Foundation. That's just another fun thing. You know how sometimes they ask you to round up at the grocery store for summer camp or whatever cause, muscular dystrophy, things like that. So you can always round up so that we can give that change to Mary Kay. And then the other thing I want to let you know is about our charitable contribution that we're doing this month. So we have a little flyer that's going to go around, and it's been going around, and it's about 3 little packages. And what these 3 little packages are going to do is they're little pick-me-ups for somebody that you might know. Do you know somebody that might have cancer, or somebody that's been displaced from their home due to domestic violence? Do you know someone that just needs a little pick-me-up because she's just having a bad time right now? You can choose one of these packages to just help pick her up. And so we can the prices are all included. You'll see a copy of the flyer going around, but we just want to be able to give back in our own special way in Mary Kay, and half of all of our profit goes back to the foundation. So just know that we're not only wanting to give this to somebody, but we're also wanting to gift as well to somebody in need, and that is what our profit, half our profit is going to go to. So we also want to let you know that if you don't have anybody that is maybe struggling, or you don't know anybody that might be going to something, but you want to give, well, you can go ahead and gift a little one to the consultant, and she's going to make sure that that package gets sent to either a facility or someone in need, or in our own area, we're going to be gifting back. So I just want to let you know that, this is the time of year. It's the greatest time of the year. I'm a big Christmas person, and I just love to give throughout the year, but I really love to give during the holiday season. It's something about the holidays that just makes the best come out of us. And so we just want to let you know about our charitable foundation and about our cause this month, because it is Domestic Violence and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Ryan.
Thank you. That was amazing. Okay, so I want you guys to get your palettes ready, get your samples ready, because this is a time for you to play around and you're going to try your own fall pumpkin spice look. So I have the finished product, so don't look too close at my eyes, but I'm going to take you back to this morning and I played around with 2 different looks. So I'm going to show you how you can achieve 2 different pumpkin spice looks. So give me 1 second. And I will bring up this awesome video. Alrighty, well, I'm excited to share with you how to achieve a pumpkin spice look. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it. So here's our pumpkin spice palette. I love it. So it's in the petite palette. So the colors that we have, starting from the lightest that way, is we have biscotti, we have candlelight, shiny penny, and burnished bronze. So what's great is if some of you have the samples to go along with us, or some of you have these colors in your normal palette. So you'll be able to follow along with me, play around with it, but it's going to be so much fun. I love neutrals. I love brown. So I love this look. And you can play around with different combinations. So to get started, I have a clean face and I just have foundation on and eye primer. So this is our eye primer. And I suggest if you don't have an eye primer, you got to get yourself one. This just helps make your eyeshadows bolder. It helps them last longer. Like these are Chroma Fusion colors that we have. So they have a 12-hour wear. But when you pair it with this, like it doesn't move. And who wants to reapply their eyeshadow more than once a day? I don't. I don't have time for that. Then the next thing you're going to need are brushes. Now, some of you may have like the sponge applicators, and that's fine. But I will tell you, to be a pro, to feel like a pro with your eyeshadow, you need great brushes. And our brushes are amazing. So these are just our eyeshadow brushes. Now, the reason brushes are so great is if you're not comfortable doing eyeshadow, the brushes help blend and just help you apply the color so much easier than a sponge. So I really, really encourage you to get some good brushes. So the brushes I'm going to use today, this one's our all over shadow brush. So this is going to apply for your lid, like your lid color. Then we have our smudger brush, which helps you blend really well. And it's like cone shape. You can actually even use it for a little eyeliner if you wanted. And then we have our crease brush. And you can see that angle that helps to just really get into the crease of your eye. So excuse me, I have a little mirror here on the side because it's kind of challenging doing your makeup on camera. But I'm gonna do the best I can for you. But this is gonna be so much fun. So follow along with me if you have your samples. If you don't, you can get samples from your consultant. Or if you do have your samples, watch me. And then when the broadcast is over, you can pause and play and like do that. So, okay, so let's get started. So the first color I'm going to use is our biscotti, the very light color here. So you just kind of tap it with your brush. You don't want to rub too much. So you just kind of want to tap it and get some shadow on there. And then this is going to be like the highlight of your corner. You're going to put that in the inner corner of your eye. And then you're going to just kind of highlight above your brow bone a little. Now this first look I'm going to do is kind of like a simple, easy, everyday look. Not too bold, but just really easy to use. But then I'm going to show you how to like kick it up a notch and for your like going out look. So your next color is candlelight. So we're just kind of blotted in there as well. Now this is going to be your all over your lid. You're going to put that on there. So you don't want to put it on the inner corner of your eye because that's where you put your biscotti. So I'm just going to lightly apply that all over to my lid and right to my crease. And what's great is if you're not comfortable with, applying eyeshadows, if it's not your forte, practice makes perfect. And take your colors and just lightly put them on, and you can build up your intensity and add more layers of color. So it's eyeshadow, it's not permanent. So if you mess up, there's nothing that concealer or eye makeup remover can't take off. So don't worry. So I'm just applying a little bit more to make it a little bit darker. And that's what I love about that is that you can build up the intensity of your color. So we have that on the lid. Now I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to apply shiny penny to it. So your crease, now applying your eyeshadows depends too on your eye shape. And if you need more help with that, definitely work with your consultant. She's an expert. She will help you. So she will help teach you how to apply your eyeshadow properly. So for me, I have a standard eye. So I'm just really going right along the bone of the brow bone of my eye. And the crease brush makes it so easy to do because it's angled. So it like kind of hugs the crease of your eye. So that's what's awesome about that. So you can see I'm kind of like making like a half moon. And then I'm going to take the angled brush, and I'm going to start with the pointed tip down. And I'm just going to make kind of like a little V from the end of my lash line up to the end of my brow bone where I was just tracing. See, it's kind of like painting by numbers. And that is simply 3 colors. Now, if you wanted to make it a little bit darker in your crease, what you could do is take your smudger brush, a cone shape, and take the burnished bronze and just do a very little V where we just did that. So what we're going to do is just do that a little bit of a V with that. Perfect. And then I'm just taking that smudger brush and blending. Another really important thing when you're applying eyeshadow, you don't want it to look like color, color, color. You want it to like blend. So if you have like, looks like it's like chunks of color, just take a brush, and it could be a clean brush, or it could be one that you've used with a lighter color. Like I could take my all over shadow brush and just kind of blend everything together. You want it to look nice and smooth. You know, you don't want it to look like the little color blocking. And I will tell you a trick. When I'm doing like a smoky eye or just any eyeshadow, like a bold colors, and I get a little like eyeshadow happy in with the V with the smoky part or the crease color, what I do is I take a concealer brush and I put some concealer on my hand and just dab it in here, and then I just like paint my eye to the shape I want the eyeshadow to be. It's the coolest trick ever. So if you're not a pro with eyeshadow, like that's my favorite trick to do. Okay, so then I'm going to show you how to do maybe like a little bolder of a look, or maybe you're going on a Zoom and you want your eyeshadow to be like pop. So I'm going to take the biscotti again, and I'm going to just do the inner corner of my eye, highlight the little brow bone, and then I'm going to do the candlelight. Just a little layer. I'm actually going to use all 4 colors. So I'm going to do the shiny penny as my whole lid color. So we just kind of blot that shade again. Okay. And then we're just going to apply it all over your eyelid to your brow bone. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more color because I want it to look a little bolder, especially on camera. You got to go. The key with if you attend a lot of Zooms and you're like, my eyeshadow, my makeup doesn't look like I have any on. You got to apply it bolder. It's kind of, think of it as your stage makeup. That's what I think when I go on camera. You got to make it bolder. So that's what I do. All right. So then we're going to take burnished bronze, and this is going to be my crease color and that little smoky V part. So as you can see, same concept. Going in the outer of my eye, and then the little V part. Now you could have used, instead of using biscotti in the inner of my eye, I could have used the candlelight, really whatever you prefer. And I'm just taking my smudger brush now, and I'm gonna just kind of blend, like we said, so we don't want it to look like color, color, color. You don't want to look like you're painting by numbers. But you can kind of see the difference in the dramaticness. The dramatic eye, easy everyday eye. So I need to blend that a little better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back to the live, and you can see what a completed looks like with mascara and eyeliner and blush and all that fun stuff. So I will see you in a second. Hi. I'm back, completed with makeup on, the rest of my makeup on. So I have the bolder look. That was my fun little video this morning. So you can see what eyeshadow and mascara will do, and a lip color, like a bold lip color. So I love playing around with the palette. So here's your palette. Definitely want to use these colors. They're super fun. I hope you enjoyed learning how to do a pumpkin spice eye look. And I'm going to bring on Danita, and she's going to share with you an awesome limited edition product.
Thank you, Ryan. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Can't you tell she's a real pro at this? And I really agree with her. When you start using a new look, don't expect it to be perfect or exactly the way you want it the very first time that you try it. I put together a new palette myself this past week for the fall, and I started using it about a week ago, and it just gets a little easier every day, and you kind of figure out what looks great and dramatic versus not. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you about this really neat new product that's out, and it is 2 shades in 1 cheek color. It is our Mary Kay Cream Blush Duo Stick, and there's 2 different ones, so I'm going to show you these. They're big, they're easy to hold, but what I love about them is you can do 3 things with them. So I'm going to show them to you. This one, first of all, is the Pink and Glimmer. All right, so this is the one that I've actually been using the most. I've tried them both. The other one I can use in the evening. It's a little bit more dramatic. It's a little deeper color, so it depends on your skin tone when you use it. But it's very, very subtle, and if I can turn it just right, you might be able to see where the line is because there's actually 2 shades in each one, okay? Because one is called the Pink and Glimmer, and the other one is the Mauve and Shimmer. So since I'm fair complected, I tend to use the Pink and Glimmer, and what's great about it is you can do 3 things with these. You can use them on your cheeks. You can use them as a little bit of highlight on your eyeshadow, and you can even use it on your lips. So it's a triple talent is what we're calling it, okay? So it's 2 shades in 1. It's very subtle. It highlights, and the nice thing about it is it's super, super creamy, and it glides on in a real powdery, velvety finish, and it's not anything crazy bold. So I've already put mine on for the day. I wish I would have done like Ryan and just kind of held off, and then I could have shown you how to wear it. But I've already applied mine today, and so what I've been doing is I take this right here and dot it along here and gently blend with my finger, all right, and pat it. And the same thing on the other side, of course, just dot it along here on your brow bone, right on your brow bone, and then you can gently blend it and stipple it. But what I like to do too is take a little bit of the softer one and even put it above my eye area, just like this. All right, and then I just softly blend that. I just like the contouring effect that it takes, and then you can also use it on your lips. What I've been using it for is you use a darker lip color, and you just want your lips to look a little fuller. So when you use the lighter shade, you can put the lighter shade on and put it right here and right here. And what it does is it reflects the light because it's lighter than the color that you've already got on, and it makes your lips look just a little bit fuller. But it's so handy. You can pop it in your purse. That's another thing that I like about it is you can just, it's just super easy. And then there's the darker shade, which is the Mauve and Shimmer. And you could use a little bit of this if you want to, if you're really into doing a lot with your makeup and you want to play with the highlights and the low lights, then this can work right alongside of it. You can use them both for contouring. So just play with it. That's the best part about it. But it has such a great velvety finish when you're using it. And I love it. Thank you.
I know. I got it. I was muted. I did it again. Okay. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so excited. Like, watching my girlfriends on here today reminds me of why I started Mary Kay. Oh my gosh, so fun. Like, I just love the warmth and the friendship and the sharing and the tips, and they just make me feel so joyful inside. And I hope that our guests out there watching kind of feel the same way. I hope that you're enjoying these presentations, that you're trusting us. And I just love that we have all different
genres of our skin tones, skin types, our ages. It's just amazing to me that we could come together and share this with our awesome clients out there. And I hope that you're getting little tips and techniques that you can share with your girlfriends. So speaking of your girlfriends, who do you guys know that has never heard of Mary Kay yet, or had a chance to try it, or got free samples, or been treated to this little concierge service that we have? You know, with the stores nowadays, I know it's really sad that all of our favorite stores are closing, and it's tough times out there. And our goal here is to bring you some joy and make you feel good. And we are just blessed in Mary Kay that we have this personal service. So we've never been in stores. Mary Kay never wanted it that way. She wanted us always to offer personal service. So that's what we're doing. And we hope that you will share us with your girlfriends, because it's just a fun way for us to treat women and bring them some joy and feel better during these really hard times. So thank you for coming on. So if you can think of 2 friends, family, neighbors, relatives, coworkers, anybody you know that's maybe just needs a little pick-me-up, would love some samples, would love to join us on here and learn some great tips. Maybe you know somebody, since October is Breast Cancer Awareness, but we're focusing on cancers that affect all different cancers that affect women, any kind, because we all know someone, right? So please invite them to our group so that we can bring them some joy. And we are going to be featuring some of our clients on in our own personal groups, but we just really want to make sure that every woman in America gets to try Mary Kay. So if you have 2 girlfriends, text their name and phone number to your consultant. And when you do that, put 2 heart emojis in the comment section so you get an extra drawing or an extra entry into our drawings. Remember, we have a $150 cash bash coming up. So that will be coming up before Christmas. So you could have some extra cash for Christmas if you win that. And then we also, of course, have our live drawings in our groups. So be sure to share with your girlfriends. This is our little girlfriends club. So I'm going to bring my girlfriends back on. Thank you, Ryan, for that amazing. I loved watching that. I was so intrigued with what you were doing. And that cheek stuff. What is your name? Danita. Danita, I loved the cheek stuff. That was so great. And I think every woman needs to have one of those in her purse, because, you know, it's a great, like, little do your cheeks, eyes, and lips, and just brightens you up. I love that. There's 2 sides to it. It's just perfect. Jacoa, thank you for sharing about our foundation. We are so passionate about making a difference in our country. And that's one way that we know how. It's just one small way that we know we can help out and reach out to women. So make sure you ask your consultant for that little flyer that we have. There's 3 different items you can purchase, and part of our profits go to the foundation, and the other part is the gift goes to somebody. So maybe you just need to treat yourself. I don't know. But we are so glad you joined us, Karen. Thank you always for your enthusiasm and being my little power buddy with our drinks. We're so excited. I hope you have time to enjoy your beverage today, and join us next week because we have another fun surprise for you. It's our Girl Bosses Day. So have an awesome night. Bye-bye.